Hey everyone, Chris here. I'm a running coach and a triathlete, and in this video I'm going to look at whether runners should cycle. So I'm going to cycle. I thought it'd be fun to do this video on a bike, but I don't know how much cycling I will actually do because my chain is pretty dirty and probably going to add a bit of noise to the video. But if you're a runner, you might be thinking, well, if I want to get better, if I want to get faster, am I best doing some cycling as well? Should I swap some runs out? And we'll go through that in this video. So I'm going to try and keep it as unbiased as possible because I think that actually a lot of runners don't need to cycle, and probably most don't, but there are some good reasons that you might want to. So the first thing you want to ask is, well, what is your goal? Because if you just want to get better at running, get faster at running, be able to run longer distances, then the thing that's going to help you there is running. And it sounds obvious, but if you want to get better at running, you want to run more. So swapping workouts out for cycling or any other sport really isn't going to help that goal, except when it does. And the question is, if you're going to run a lot, then you stand more chance of picking up injury, because running is load bearing. When we come crashing down on each of our feet, then that sends a lot of stress through the leg. Every time the leg hits the floor, it's impacting the joints, it's impacting the knee, which is why you need to build up running slowly, is because if you just go out and run loads, you'll shove loads of stress through the ligaments and the tendons and the muscles and the bones in your leg, and something's going to break and go wrong. And so really the optimum number of runs you want to be doing is 3 a week. And that works if you're brand new to running, 3 runs a week. If you're training for a marathon, 3 runs a week. If you're training for an ultra marathon, I would give you more running to do. But anything up to marathon is really pretty good. For 3 runs a week will work fine. And if you want to do more than that, then that's the point you might want to consider doing something else. Because if you think about how we get good at running, we've got our cardiovascular systems, to our heart, our lungs, how fast can we pump oxygenated blood round to the muscles, and then we've got the muscles themselves and how strong they are. And our cardio system can take a ton of training. It's really hard to train so much that you give yourself a heart attack, whereas you can overtrain and damage your legs. So if you're already doing 3 runs a week, that's plenty of stress on your legs, but you want to do more work on your cardio, then you want to add in something else. Maybe that something else is cycling. Cycling is a great thing to pair with running. It doesn't have to be cycling. There's nothing special about cycling. You could go do something like swimming. You could go do another sport. You could go to the gyms, not necessarily cardio, something like the elliptical. That takes all the stress off your legs. But cycling works really well because it's not only quite convenient, and also it's non-load bearing, because when I'm running, I'm slamming my entire body weight down through the pavement every step I take. With a bike, most of my body weight is going through the saddle. Even if I come out of the saddle and stand up on the pedals, take some of the weight into my arms on the handlebars, but also my feet are never leaving the pedals. So it's not like they're slamming down, they're just going round and round with constant pressure. So it's a great way to work on your cardio system if your legs have had as much stress as they can take and you still want to do some more cardio. Now there's a couple of other good reasons why you might want to add some cycling. One is if you do pick up an injury while running and the doctor's like, or the physio's like, well, no running for 2 weeks. Well, that's going to be crap if you run on a regular basis and that's part of the new healthier you, and you can't do anything for 2 weeks. That's super frustrating. Whereas if you've got something else like cycling, you can be like, well, it sucks that I can't run, but at least I can bike. Secondly, cycling's really fun. I like cycling. I like going outdoors, and you can just get so much further with cycling. You can go a lot longer distances. You can do a lot longer time because it's easier on the body. I rarely go out for 90-kilometer runs, but a 90-kilometer bike ride is like a big weekend bike ride for me. So that's nice. Also, if you want to do events, if you cycle as well as run, you can do duathlons, which are fun. And so yeah, fun, something to do while you're injured from running, and you can do other stuff like duathlons. Maybe that could even lead onto a triathlon if you love it so much. So in conclusion, do you need to cycle as a runner? The answer is no, but you might want to add in some cycling if you're already doing 3 runs a week and you want to do some extra cardio. If you want another sport to do in case you get injured from running. If you just think that cycling sounds fun, it is fun, and I'd recommend you give it a go. Or if you've got dreams of doing duathlons or triathlons, then it can be fun as well. So it's whether it fits in around your running, does it support your running, or is running the thing you're passionate about, in which case maybe you just concentrate on running. Hopefully that was helpful. If so, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you're a runner, then hit the subscribe button, because I do a ton of videos on running and triathlon, psychology, and everything to do with endurance sports. And I'd love to have you as a subscriber, and see you in another video.